There we go. This is the sound from the FOSCAM camera. Blah, blah, blah. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Coming up next. The Amcrest. This is the Amcrest audio and video you are seeing and hearing right now. Amcrest cameras seem kind of blurry to me. It also really overdrives the image with the slightest bit of light. I was sitting here practically in the dark for 4 of these cameras. They all seem to have that issue. I will remove the shade from my light afterwards and show it to you what it looks like with ordinary lighting circumstances for an office. For example, right now my desk is like completely dark. Okay, up next. This is the winner at the moment for video quality. I kept referring to it as the Micro ID WC9, which is what it says on the video driver. That's confusing because the camera is actually called the CloudValley HD. I like the video on the CloudValley HD. I hate the audio. I want you to hear what that sounds like. This is the audio on the CloudValley HD. Very muffled, very low volume. Unusable completely, but if you have another microphone to use, this isn't a bad camera as far as the video is concerned. Again, it's very overdriven in overhead lighting. Right now I have shade over my head, so it's still not what I would call a 4 or 5 star camera, but for the price, it's, and some lighting difference, it matters. Up next is the number 2 spot camera in my test, and that is this is the LarmTech video and audio. So what you're hearing now is coming from the LarmTech microphone, and the video, after the camera adjusts to apply its flicker filter and after zoom does its denoise, improves greatly over what the raw video from the camera looks like. But even with the denoise and the flicker filter turned on, it's still kind of blocky and pixelating. If I move around, you can see the denoise feature is a hard time keeping up. It seems like only my eyes are in focus. Everything else is a little blurry and a little out of focus, so that's why this one's going back to FOSCAM WC9 Amcrest LarmTech LarmTech FOSCAM WC9 Amcrest. Okay, what you're seeing now is the replacement Amcrest camera. I'm wearing my glasses instead of my contacts today, so it's hard to tell for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's much more in focus than the last one was. I think the picture looks pretty good. I'm in that shaded low light setting that I created for all the other cameras. I suspect this one will be the only one that performs well with the bright overhead light when I remove the shade. Just wanted to give you a preview of what it looks like. That's not bad. I think this camera does an admirable job compared to the others. And then going back to the CloudValley. This is the CloudValley. So really overdriven. I wouldn't want to have to keep the shade over the light. So I don't think I'll be keeping this camera. If I needed a camera for a dark room, this would be the one I would use because I like the way this one looks. I think the image is nice and crisp and clear, but only in really dark settings. And back to the Amcrest. This is the Amcrest camera. So a little softer, not as sharp maybe as the CloudValley HD, but not as noisy either. The other one has a lot of pixel noise. I think the Amcrest is a winner. Yeah, in fact, it's pretty clearly a winner. It took a second try. The first one was pretty blurry, but I think I like this camera. Let's see what it looks like in zoom. And this here is what the Amcrest camera looks like in zoom. Zoom adds the benefit of doing a little denoise to get rid of some of the pixel dance. Not really necessary with the Amcrest camera because you don't see that. I'll show you where that setting is anyway. Video. Notice it's not touch up my appearance. That just blurs like acne and stuff like that. This setting here, this optimized video with quality with denoise, that's going to get rid of a little bit of blockiness and pixelation, a little bit of the noise from shooting in the dark setting. Anyway, let's go back to the camera selection. And this Micro ID WC9, that's the CloudValley HD camera. And this is what that camera looks like with Zoom's denoise. So if I were to flip back to the Windows 10 camera app that we saw before, you could see a little bit of pixelation. Maybe the video encoding on this video file is going to smoothen that out too. My hoodie looks great. It's really well lit, but my face is just, white and featureless, ghost-like. So this camera is great for darkness, but not great for bright overhead lighting. Yeah, the Amcrest really seems to do well in both settings, both bright and dark.